Hi, second grade. I hope you had a great week. This week, we're going to put the finishing touches on our pinwheel and actually assemble it all so that you'll be able to put it outside and watch the wind blow your pinwheel around. So grab the paper that you've started your pinwheel on. Both sides should be completely filled with pattern and color, except for those little circles in the middle. Your pencil. A brand new pencil would be great. The most important part is to make sure that you have the eraser, a little push pin, and a scissors. Grab all those things and I'm going to show you how to put your pinwheel together, and I think you're really going to be excited when you see it all done. So the first part of assembling our pinwheel is we need to make the little wings or the sides of our pinwheel. So you're going to take the paper that you have all of your patterns on, and all of these folds that we made to make all of our triangles are going to be where we cut. But we want to make sure that we don't cut the whole way through, because then we're just going to end up with 4 triangles and not going to be able to put them together. That's why I had you trace that that quarter, in the center on both sides. That way, no matter which side you decide to cut on, you're still going to have that circle, and that circle is going to be so that you know where to stop. When you get to this line, you want to stop. So grab your scissors, carefully cut on the creases from the folds, and when you get to the circle, you stop. And you're just doing that on every crease, every fold, being very careful that you stop when you get to the circle. Stopping at the circle is going to be the most important part right now. Stopping at the circle, and now I'm at my last one here. And you can see Mrs. Parsons is going pretty slow cutting. If I'm going slow, that means you're probably going to go a little bit slower than me. So now I have 4 separate pieces that are only connected here in the center. Now comes the part of putting it all together. This is when you're going to need the push pin. If you don't have a push pin, something like a straight pin will work. Straight pins are in sewing boxes. Sometimes if you get shirts, they have straight pins in them to hold the shirts in a nice fold. Even a safety pin or a small finishing nail will work. I did send an email to mom and dad or the adult in your house telling them that you were going to need some different things this week for art class, not some of the usual suspects, not just crayons this week. So I did send an email to them telling them you were going to need this. So hopefully they have it for you. If not, go and ask them. Maybe they'll be able to help you find it. Like I said, you're also going to need a pencil. A new pencil is going to work the best for this because you want to make sure that you have the eraser. A nice big eraser at the top is going to be the key in getting this all together. If you don't have a new pencil with a good eraser, you can use a straw, but a pencil is really going to work the best. And it doesn't have to be a brand new number 2 pencil. If you have one that has some characters on it that you got at a birthday party or something, that'll work too. Like I said, the most important part is to have the eraser at the top. Before we do that, we're going to put the pencil to the side for now. Take your push pin, and you're going to take one corner of one of the triangles and just poke a little hole in it. You don't want to poke the hole too close to the end or it's just going to tear right through. You can see I have mine up and in a decent amount so that the hole doesn't tear through and it doesn't rip. So put that hole in. So I have this corner. Now I'm going to skip over the next corner. I don't want the one closest to it. I want to go to the one further away in the next triangle. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to turn it over. So here it is flat. I pick it up, turn it over, and I poke the push pin in that way. So you can see now I see both sides. I don't take the closest corner of the next triangle. I go to the further away corner. Pick that up, turn it over, push the push pin in that, And you can see my pinwheel is starting to form. I don't take the closest corner. I go to the further away corner, pull that one in, and again, push my push pin in. So you can kind of see the pinwheel already, except now we need to push the center part down. So we're going to take our push pin, and you need to be careful because the push pin, the nail, whatever you're using is going to be sharp. So you might want to ask mom or dad to help with this, or an adult close by, even an older brother or sister. Whoops, if that happens, just push it back on. Now I'm going to push this. It's hard to see on the camera, but you'll be able to see the circle when you're doing this. And you want to try and push your push pin through that point where all 4 of the triangles met in the center of that circle. So we have the circle here. This point here where all of the triangles meet in the middle of that circle is where you're going to want to try and push your push pin right through. Just like that. Kind of pinch it between your fingers. Push the push pin into your eraser. This is why it's important to have that eraser. And you have a finished pinwheel. Now I know it's going to be a little bit tricky to put things together, so you may want to ask an adult close by to help you with this, or an older brother or sister, because sometimes, depending on how big your hands are, you might need an extra hand or two. And it doesn't hurt to ask for help. So I hope you had fun with the pinwheel this week, guys. I thought it was a great project for us to do, and hopefully you got to read some of the information about Pinwheels for Peace and just how they help promote good feelings, which I think we could all use right now. So if you'd like, feel free to put this outside, maybe on a day when it's going to rain, or just keep it in your house somewhere to add a little colorful cheer somewhere in your house. Enjoy, and I will see you next week with a brand new project. Have a great week, second grade, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.